film trip, a series where you take a look back.
No. We're done with that. The last few episodes, we've started them off with the School of Rock was, I wanted you guys to guess if I liked it, and then we kind of did the same thing last episode. So I think we should guess if Sean liked this one.
There's not a chance in shit that Sean liked this movie.
Because there's absolutely no way Sean liked this movie at all. You hated this so much. I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah.
But I'm one of the people who like Christmas. I like Christmas movies.
I like Christmas movies. I was about to say that, and I love Vince Vaughn. I'm such a sucker for his fast talking, just wittiness and his charm. We didn't
get a ton of that though today.
I think the writer's room was like collective age of 15 years old. It was so childish.
I don't know. I think
stupid.
There were some good jokes.
Well, I don't even mean the jokes. I just mean like the message that Santa learned in the end was that all kids deserve presents and that it's like not necessarily their fault that they're a piece of shit and they don't need to be on the naughty list.
That's just not true though.
Yeah, fair, but like
I like that. I guess I can understand.
In Slam's case specifically, that was the case. Like he was just acting out because he's like in such a shitty position and he ended up being like the most naughty kid, which by the way, the most naughty kid in the world.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, just because he told another kid in the orphanage.
That list.
I mean, there's some pretty shitty kids.
Just because he told another kid in the orphanage that Santa's a bad guy, so he's a naughty.
Yeah.
Like, there's no kids that are killing squirrels and shit and like putting them in mantles.
The first guy, Johnny Rollins, I don't remember what it was, from Nova Scotia. First of all, shout out Canada.
Shout out Canada.
So Johnny Rollins is the worst kid in the entire world for like biting a few people.
Last month, he bit his father and his dentist.
There's kids that do horrible things. There's kids that kill other people.
Like Mike Myers.
Is Johnny Rollins?
Yeah,
exactly.
Michael Myers should be on the list.
Yeah, but would you call murdering your sister naughty, or is that like
it's the most
satanic?
Naughty? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, naughty's being like a little deviant.
Yeah, like naughty is like, yeah, I'm gonna tease my sister and break her Legos.
They're not naughty. They're a different thing. So they still get presents from Santa.
I mean, I would never say like, oh, he's been a naughty boy. He murdered his sister today. I would be like, yeah, that kid's fucking whack. He murdered his sister today. That's a whole other thing. Like, he's not getting presents because he's in prison.
I do understand the idea. There's a bit of privilege there, you know, thinking about like some kids are naughty, but some kids are naughty because like they live in terrible situations. So it's like,
well, you know, that kind of saved the North Pole in the end.
What Fred did, he didn't make sure that every kid gets a present because his department was only the kids that were the in-betweeners.
Oh, yeah.
So that's not actually what the message is. And then also, I have questions about how that derailed the entire thing. Like Santa's like, oh, there's no way we'll be able to make everything in time. There weren't that many. We're talking about billions of kids in the world. And how many applications is he doing? Like thousands? But out of billions, we're talking.
Dude, tops. I would say tops 3,000 before your arms gets too tired.
Half of them are... Like, if you're saying it's 50-50, they're naughty and nice, half of them were already going to be nice anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that slight discrepancy of, like, a couple thousand is what completely ruined Christmas.
It's a really good point. Yeah, maybe they weren't going to get it done anyways.
It's a terribly written movie. You're just proving it.
Well, there's a lot of things that are kind of iffy.
Yeah, well, nobody said there's airtight logic, but...
Beginning, like, they just, like, made up this rule of, like... Yeah, so he became a saint, so the rule is now, because you're a saint, your whole family is immortal.
When you become a saint, you freeze in time, eternally ageless.
Well, and then at the end, when Santa's like, only a Claus can deliver presents.
Yeah, of course.
Why? This is just a made-up thing that you created. Why is that a rule?
And where does this character, this Kevin Spacey character come from? Like, that's
what I'm wondering. What organization is he from?
But like some some douchey suits, like controlling it. It's like you could make it funny, but they just like didn't expand on it at all. So it was stupid.
I agree. That part was dumb.
It was all dumb.
But like they needed an antagonist.
And the reasoning for him being in the antagonist is just because he didn't get a Superman cape, and it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, at the end when Santa just absolutely verbally dismantles him.
He's like, what they call you, fucking four-eyed Clyde, you piece.
Yeah, you fucking loser.
Because Clark Kent still wore glasses.
Only because Clark Kent wore glasses.
By the way, Kevin Spacey playing in Piece of Shit. What a reach.
Oh, yeah.
It's always him.
When you see him at the end working in the workshop with all these elves, I'm like, yeah, you probably like that, you sick freak. This is what you wanted the whole time.
Yeah, but he called one of them adorable munchkins at one point. I'm like, oh, easy, God. Kevin. Easy,
Yeah.
Kevin.
You just like get caught with one of the little elves, and then he's like, oh, well.
He's like, I'm gay, surprise.
Yeah. You just see him and Willie. So how much would you guys fucking hate if Nick was your brother?
Oh, that'd be the absolute worst.
I don't think it was the brother that was the problem. I think it was the mother enabling.
Oh, she was
it,
a massive
and
C-bomb, man.
If
She
you
was a
ever
bad
say to one of
mother.
your kids, why couldn't you be more like your other sibling? That's a horrible thing to say.
Yeah, have a fucking idea.
And even in the end, she was like saying like, "Oh, your girlfriend is out of your league and stuff. Like, you got to get a whole new wardrobe." And he's like, "I love you, Mom. Why?"
Yeah, his biggest burden to bear at that point is that his mom's never gonna fucking die.
Oh. Nick kind of is a dick too, though. Fred makes him a custom-made journal, and then he immediately goes and he's like, I'm gonna bring this to the kid up the street. It's like, that's a nice thing, but maybe you make something for him. This was what I made for you.
Yeah. So I can make another
Yeah.
one. Just don't give the one I made that says Nick on it.
Yeah.
It's like, you're such an asshole, bro.
And then he hucks an apple right at the back of his skull.
I had to write a note. That is a heater.
And then the mom was like, "What's wrong, Nick? You didn't just hear the fucking and how that apple just
You didn't just hear that
smashed
apple
into
broke the
pieces?"
fucking sound barrier and hit me in the back of the head? What do you mean?
Yeah, sorry, Mom. What did you say? I can't. I'm severely concussed. I don't know what you just said to me.
All right, we can do miscellaneous gifts.
Who's gonna open one up?
The stupid like, okay, I'm gonna go do the Salvation Army thing, and then all these Santas show up, and then there's this wild goose chase with the Santas, and then they hit a car and they fall over, and there's like boing ding boing. Boing.
Oh my God, Sean! I'm so glad you brought this up. There were so many sound effects in this. So many sound effects. Here's a whole bunch right now.
You doing?
Wow, what great sound effects.
Crazy, right?
Crazy. Here, let me find a gift here. Santa and Fred, other than being immortal, it doesn't really seem like they're magic at all.
At all?
That's their only magic.
They don't have like any special abilities. Like
No.
Santa doesn't like shrink down to size where you can squeeze through chimneys. There's no bippity booba.
He's just a fatty.
He's just really fucking good at his job. Like that's the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I guess so. All right. Anybody else got any?
My best one was this one when they're in the Siblings Anonymous, and they got all the guys there. You know, they got
Oh,
Sylvester's
yeah, Stephen
brother,
Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin, and then they got the good old Roger Clinton, the boy Bill Clinton. He rang up his boy Kevin Spacey. He's like, "Yo, my brother's dying to be in a movie," and Bill Clinton and Kevin Spacey's like, "Yeah, you know what, Bill? Hell yeah, just get me one more ride on that Lolita Express, and we'll set something up with Roger to get in this movie." And then
That wouldn't
Yeah.
shock me at all. They are boys.
best of boys.
So funny.
No, it's not funny actually. It's sad. It's disgusting.
You're right. Sorry, I misspoke.
Okay, rating.
Rating. How many?
How many apples hucked to the back of Santa's skull?
Yeah, I like that. All right, how many apples hucked to the back of Santa's skull?
Sorry, I forgot to say this. The Black Santa and that little kerfuffle of things, like at the beginning with this, his kind of like what you were the Gremlins thing. Even his name was Chinese Boy. The name of the Santa character was called Jermaine Santa, even though he didn't have a name. He didn't have a name in the
Yeah, I was
movie.
gonna say, I don't think they said his fucking name.
Everybody else is just listed as like,
Santa 2, Santa 1.
Santa 2, yeah.
and then Jermaine. Jesus.
That's fucking brutal.
Oh fuck.
That's a great note, Sean.
That is
All
a good note.
right, I will give this 6.8 apples hucked to the back of Saint Nick's head
6.8, you say?
out of 10. 6.8.
I'll give this. Look, we spent basically this whole recording talking shit about the movie.
No.
What, Sean?
He's gonna give it 10.
What? No, I'm not gonna fucking give this. You think I was gonna give this a 10? I'm not gonna give this a 10 at all.
I thought I heard the first number you were gonna say.
No. Don't worry. I was just gonna say we spent basically this whole recording talking shit about this movie, but I did really enjoy it, and I thought there was a lot of funny parts. I'll give it 7.0.
Yep.
7 apples hucked to the back of Saint Nicholas's skull.
Okay. Well, I think this movie is objectively horrible, terribly written. It was a task to watch.
It made me physically ill.
The only redeemable part of this movie was like Vince Vaughn, and they barely utilized him. I'll give this 1.9 out of 10.
At 1.9 what?
Apples.
1.9 what?
Apples thrown at Santa's head. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to go watch Sunday Night Football and erase this from my memory.
I want to play Minecraft.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
You're gonna play Minecraft, Sam?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, all right, let's play Minecraft. All right, let's
Yeah,
hop
I'll
on
do
the
that.
server.